Bill, how are you?
I'm good. I'm here from AccountantsDaily, and I've been doing a few things at the Expo this morning, catching up with a few people.
You're newly minted editor at Accounts.
I haven't been there very long, so it's all new to me. And
how are you finding the accounting industry in general?
Really good. It's a friendly industry. We were talking a moment ago. People are welcoming. They're well informed, and they're happy to share. It's a pleasing industry to be a part of.
Have you gone to any events, or have you just come for your panel?
I've done a couple of laps, and I've been bumping into one or two people. And
what have been the highlights? What have you learned?
I was here to moderate a panel for Dext, and so I had the easy bit. I was throwing out the questions. I didn't have to do the answers.
For a reporter?
Well, questions are my natural territory. Answers are harder. But it went pretty well, I thought. We had a decent sized audience, and as I said, we got some good answers on Dext technology. Apart from that, I've been having a look around. As I mentioned, I've been bumping into some people. There are a lot of people here.
What are some of the training issues in the accounting industry? Like, I know it's all kind of fresh and new, but what's coming across your desk?
Well, I think one of the main things is getting to grips with tech. And so, on the one hand, a lot of people are saying they're trying to embrace technology. There's a bit of tech fatigue.
Tech fatigue.
I know what that is because
overwhelming. Or
I think it's easy to be overwhelmed by technology, and I know from my own experience that you tend to know only the bits that you need to know. And so I think one of the interesting things is a lot of technology companies here, and one of the things that we do know is that technology can save people time. They can eliminate or minimize some of the form filling, some of the routine tasks. In fact, one of the takeaways from the panel I was on is that more than an hour every day, most people feel, could be saved with appropriate technology. And so there's a balance to be struck here. There's a balance between being able to adopt technology, find the appropriate technology, and then train people up so that they can use it effectively, and it doesn't become a case of, oh no, not another piece of tech that I have.
What's the best way to filter? Because as you said, there is a lot of tech fatigue. So imagine you're a busy accounting partner or firm, and you've got every day like, hey, we've got this new tech, new software, new app. Like, how do you discern what you should focus on?
I'm not sure I have an immediate answer to that question. I think there are quite a lot of very capable players in this space, and I think it's going to be a case of finding the technology that's relevant to you. You will need to speak to people. That front end is going to be one of the hard things, but get it right and then put in place some measures that can plot your efficiency so that you actually get some feedback loop on what's working and what isn't.
Phil, I want to ask you, being new to the accounting industry, it's you're the perfect person to ask. What have been some of the most surprising things that you've come across that you didn't expect?
There's a lot of activity in this space, and I suppose a few things. The tone of the profession. I think people tend to think it's a very dry profession. Well,
the stereotypical accountant, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not finding that. I'm finding a deal of warmth and a lot of
personalities sprinkled here and there.
And quite a variety of people right across the spectrum. It's a huge field. I mean, just in terms of what AccountantsDaily speak to our audience, there's probably 160, 200,000 people out there working in small to mid-sized accountancies right across Australia, and they all have hobbies. They do things. They travel. They race cars. They do exciting things. Huge range of people. It's actually been very friendly. It's been very welcoming. People are willing to share what they do and their expertise.
Any interesting stories you're working on at the moment?
There's all sorts of things happening, and that's the other thing. The deadline for submissions to the ATO on the 100A section, which deals with trust distributions, is tomorrow. And I know, there's a lot of feeling about that out there. and all the professional bodies and a lot of the other players in this space will be putting their submissions in. I think it'll be very interesting to see how that works out. There's even been some interest at the political level.
So that's a big thing right now that you're focused
That's
on?
a big thing. Obviously, it's tax return time. I think workload too has been an issue.
A lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, accountants were in the front line during COVID. I mean, they were effectively helping to implement a lot of the support programs. Without them, a lot of them just wouldn't have worked. And I get the sense that a lot of them are now, a little worn out, actually.
100%.
Need a
It's one of
break.
the biggest industry issues.
Yeah.
And now we're going back to this period.
I also think that, broadly speaking, there isn't the recognition of that. And hopefully we on AccountantsDaily can do a little bit to help there by throwing the spotlight on people who have done enormous good during the last 2 years.
Yeah, not many people speak about it. It's important to highlight that.
Yeah, it's really, really, really noticeable.
Phil, thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael.